Try to join it now. I hope it is visible now.
Mm, I'll wait for 3 seconds. Let's just see. Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah,
It's visible now.
All right, all right. Okay, so as you all know, you all came here to get to little know about music, even if you know some things about it from the top, or even if you know things deeply in it. I prefer revising some things will of course just make everything very sleek. I just get some stuff going. So this is a typical piano keyboard. We would say has keys. The notes, say you always. I think many of you would have seen these C, D, E, F, and we all wonder what this is. If you see a piano on a large scale, it has all these keys laid down like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Again, it starts like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the whole piano is just covered like this. We take we take the scale as C. We always start from the note of C. So the one to the black, if you go C from this black, it's said a semitone, and C and D, like these are two semitones, so we call it a tone. Here we can see the key next to C, we call it C. Hold up, let me just. Okay, sure. They are just called C sharps, and the key before it is called a flat. So, if we are going before E, we call it an E flat. If we are going from B to 1 ahead, we say it F. So, F sharp, flat, F sharp, sorry, and we can call it anything if you want to call it an F sharp. It's the same F sharp or G flat. It's the same thing. I've seen people asking me okay, I want to learn music production, but where do I start from? There are many softwares. Literally, there are many softwares, and even inside that, we have several thousands of plugins. I personally suggest you go with something you like and something that you prefer. In my case, I've been doing all this from I guess about 3 years or something, and I have used many DAWs. I've used softwares like FL Studio. I've used Ableton Live, many of them, Logic, and literally every software I've used. And if you ask about my experience, anything else, it's just the same thing. When you get in the field of music production, it really just matters your patterns and your creativity. That's it. So really quick, I'm just gonna switch to my application window from my screen. Okay, is the screen visible right now? I just started streaming right now. Somebody can check it.
Yep, it's visible.
Sure. So we have shift. I can understand some people might be like, what is this? What is all this? What is all this? We're just learning the basics here. You really do not want to get deep into it. If you want to, it's very good. I really appreciate it. If you really want to get deep into it, I remember when I started music production, I really didn't know where to go and where to start from. But seriously, when I started all this, I was like, okay, let me just get really deep into it. I see the point why people say that so that they don't have to do it in future. Like stuff to do. Anyways,
Excuse me, can anyone else stream too? Because it has reached the maximum number of viewers. I'm so sorry to disturb you, man.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, I will stream. Okay.
Is the second stream visible to you all? Just let that guy know.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So if we personally talk about like this project, it's called as FL Studio. Maybe some of you know it, some of you may not, but it's really okay. Let's start from the basics. Okay, like every music, if you say like any music that you heard. Wait, I'm just getting an echo real quick. I'm just sure. If we talk about like any, like literally anything, if you're hearing a music, it's always on a tempo, or say it's in a, it's that just a perfect rhythm, just that just goes on and on and on forever in that particular music, or say song, or any beat. That is just called, say, a tempo or a metronome. I'll just show you what it is. Like here we can see it says 130. Okay, we can scroll down, increase it. Yeah, we can. But what is it? That's the question. If I just set it to 60, and we call this like BPM, set as beats per minute. So as the word say beats per minute, I set it to 60. So if you see 60 BPM means 60 beats per minute. That means 60 beats per minute and 1 beat per second. So if I just hover to this is a metronome that I just told about, and I just play it. You can just see it, just it will make a sound every single second, telling you that yes, it is 60 beats per minute. If I set it to 120, and now I play it 120 BPM, 120 beats per minute, and 2 beats per second. So this is like the basics of rhythm. You can now talk about like okay, we got the rhythm, but what can we do with it? That's a pretty basic and like a typical question everybody would ask me too. I was like, okay, I was like, when I started this, I personally was like, okay, I know the basics, but what should I start from? I know where to start from, but what things should I use? So if you just go here, this is a channel rack, and it shows what channels you have. Real quick, I'm just delete this. This is just stock things they give you, the default things. We don't really need to mess with these. If we go to plus, and we have like I don't know is it visible on the stream, but we have like many like sample and stuff. I'll just get a typical piano right here. If you guys remember, I just had shown you that chart of the piano keys. If it isn't like that understandable, you can see this. I just went to the channel rack, and some people have it like this. I remember what people used to do was just they used to just go to a new project, and they used to get this, and they were like, okay, something, I don't know what this is, but okay, I'm just like, I guess this, and they just used to just play it, and I guess I literally remember my own mistake that I used to do. I'll just do this, right, like this. I used to just feel it like I don't even know. I like I just feeling it, and like just doing some snares. That's it. yeah, that's pretty basics. You can just put that in your project, and yeah, you can just play it like you just made it. But that will just stop you from being more freedomful. Like if you are a music producer, you really really trust me on this. You really want to be freedomful, and you need to have that freedom. That yes, if I have something in my mind, I should write it down, make it something that the whole world can see it and everybody can enjoy it. But how? That's all the procedure you would always think of. That's the same thing I used to think. Then I used to like really like just grind on all over the YouTube and see like so many tutorials on it. But then I actually realized till the time you don't like try it out yourself, that's the moment. Like when you try anything, like in life, you try anything from your own hands, that's the time you will learn anything, literally anything by your own hands. Literally. Do not be dependent on anybody else but yourself. Anybody but yourself. So we'll just go on again. FL keys, pretty basic stuff. And here's a channel rack. As I told you, we always start from C, as I mentioned on the piano chart. A B C D E F G. A B C D E F G just goes on forever. See, you can see it just goes on forever. Like it has no ending. Of course, it at some point it the pitch yeah, we can say the pitch gets too low or say gets too high that it isn't audible that much. As you all know, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, something like that. So here we have a C5, C6, C4. What are these? Every piano has, or say any instrument has its scale, like main scale as C. So if I hit C4, okay, they both are C, C4 and C5, but some like something is like one step ahead. Like it's like something is over, something is lower. Like we call this an octave, like C4 to C5, or say any key. Like I hit this and this. This is an octave, a complete one octave. If I go to C4, from C4, if I go to this black key, this is a semitone. If I go to C and then I go to D, that's a tone. So, octave, semitone, tone. Some people always they are there are people that call semitone a half step, a half tone, half note. Just stick to whatever you like or whatever you prefer. To be honest, it's just like music is all what you can like. Music is all about creativity, but when it comes to like music production, you really want to stick to what you prefer in making and what the ideas you have and the creativity that you want to follow. So like okay, we are on a like piano roll. Okay, pretty decent. If I hit this C5, you can see like okay, something is happening. Okay, if I like make it longer. Okay, let's play it. Okay, I need to just first place it on this. Pretty decent. But you'll be like, okay, I do have this, but how should I put this? Should I just put it like this? Like, what should I do? Maybe here, maybe like there. In the starting, I told everybody that when you are making a rhythm, it should be synced on your tempo. Like we had this, right? Right, we can just delete this. We had this. So you should have something that remains on the sync or say rhythm, or it should just be on the tempo and not be like it's sometime it's losing the speed or it's sometime it increases the speed. You need to stay on the sync, on the rhythm. To do that, all the music, like the all like all over the internet, there are like tons of music production softwares. If you take an example of FL Studio, the one I am using right now, it has this like if you can see here, it has this I don't know if it is visible or not, but it does have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it just goes on. It doesn't really end. It just you can go
Hey man, sorry to interrupt you, but which one are you using? The software? Could you name it?
FL Studio.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay. Anyways, so here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We do see this the same on the piano roll and also on the project, right? Yeah, we see the same. See, if I open again my piano roll, we do have the same 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. That does mean that whatever you are making are coinciding into one same rhythm, and that rhythm, or say tempo, or say metronome, is the tempo you set. If you want, okay, like I want to have it like 120, or I want to make something that's on the BPM of 120, you can just set it to 120. If you want, okay, I want to like make something extra, I want something that nobody has ever done, feel free to do anything. Literally, I've made songs on like 250 bpm. Trust me, just do whatever you love. Like, you have this project, nobody is gonna stop you. Nobody will say, man, what are you doing? To like 250, 300, these are so big numbers, you shouldn't be doing this. If you are making something and you are like, okay, I do like this, man, like, come on, I do like this, I am satisfied from my own exporting, and what I made, man, I love this, so just do it. If you like something, just do it. Don't really care what others are saying. Others will always say. From the starting until the end, everybody will always say. Some will say good about you, some will say bad, and somebody would even hate you. Somebody will be really fan of you. But till the fact you are realizing that yes, what I am making, I like it. So yes, you should make it. Anyways, so if I like let's draw a pattern. I'll just make it very basic. Something. I'm trying to do something, but I don't know. Like, doing from mouse is kind of tough. Many people say me. What you can do is head over to this, and if you hover over this, you can see it shows the details about this here. So like if I hover on this, it does show what this the thing I'm hovering over is. So if you see, it says typing keyboard to piano keyboard. Okay, something. So if I toggle this, and if I like have a like physical computer keyboard, and if I play literally like anything, like for example, I'll just click X, that plays. See, I didn't do anything with the mouse. I'll just leave it. Okay, mouse, you be there. I'm just using my computer keyboard, nothing else. You really like it, it's your preference, as I said, but really you do not have to invest in like MIDI controllers or big pianos, Casios and stuff, or like, see, you have everything. If you have a laptop, if you have a computer, even if you have a like phone, you can do anything, man. The world and the technology is so good right now. Like, you can literally make anything. So I'll just use my keyboard instead, right? So let's see which key I have played right here. If I click any key on my keyboard, the computer keyboard, right? So I can see that note played here. So let's see which key I'm playing right now. Currently, if you play like comma, the or say the less than symbol on your keyboard, it plays C5. And if I click on L, it plays the next semitone. So let's see if I can just make a rhythm. The last note didn't fit. It's okay. Keep trying, and keep trying till you are like satisfied from it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's just play this, right? Let's place this here first, then just okay. Let's play it. Let me just close. If you want, you can just keep the metronome on so that you really can check that tempo in your head. I really would suggest doing this. Like when you are starting a project, just
स्पून कर
keep
दें
this metronome.
स्पून
Just keep the
स्पून
metronome on so you really can just fit that tempo in your head. I've seen people messaging me like, "Yo, things are not like, man. I just made something. It sounds nice, but it doesn't fit on the sync." Like I remember some people would like, if I really quick just, I'm just using my right click to delete it. Some people are just like, okay, okay, I can play that. Okay, then what? Then what? Okay, yeah, I made this. Yeah, okay, let me just. Okay, let's hear this. See, the difference between just not staying with the sync is this. Like then you'll have to like edit all. So I'll always suggest just you see these lines, just stay with this. Just make some like basic rhythm. Like I had this. If you want, you can have a variation because see, these two. If you see, these two are repeating. So even if I like remove these, I have this. I could just paste this right over and over. That would be the same. But the whole point is if I do not repeat it and keep it the way it is, I can make changes right now. You can see all these things. You'll be like, okay, too much stuff. Don't really get confused in it. This is a this is a thing. You can, yeah. You can call it a thing. This is used to like make patterns. If you click anywhere, it will just drop notes for you wherever you place it, wherever you click it. This is for painting stuff. Like this is for deleting stuff. You can just click or you can just stay on the this thing. Yeah, I call it this thing. You can just stay on this thing and do the right click. It will just automatically delete it for you. Okay, you see this? It says here slice. You can just control and see, it will toggle to this. If I do control and see, maybe the shortcut is something else. Anyways, you can just click it and it will just go to your slice. And okay, what this is, okay. See, what this is used for is if you want to like cut things into parts. So like if I want to like cut this, see, you just cut it. I can cut here, I can cut anywhere as I want. But like if I want, okay, I really want like if I have a note, I have this big note and I want to cut it like from where I want to cut it. You see these two lines, I want to cut it in middle, but it just goes on the line, the vertical lines. What should I do? Just zoom in all the way. You'll have the freedom to do it anyway. Or what you can also do is, if you are on a keyboard, the computer keyboard or say a laptop, a physical keyboard, you can just press Alt and it will give you the freedom to click anywhere on the project, irrespective of the lines. So, like if I want to cut it like this, I can cut it like this. 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 But if I remove my finger from the Alt key on the keyboard, then I cannot. It just forces me to go onto those vertical lines, and I really cannot just cut things like I wanted to. So the one option is you zoom in all the way, or you just use this while use Alt and then cut things. Alt basically the Alt key really is helpful when it comes to placing things. Like if I want like things to be like, if I have this and then I have this, if I want like, okay, I want cutting things, like I want like the something like this. So I can just do this. I can cut into parts. So if you play it from 3, something, if you want, you can change. Like if you think some things are too much and like you really do not like it, you literally can just start over again. It's totally fine. You can just try anything that you like. Okay, so let's place this. We already have it placed. Hmm. So as I was saying before, where should I put the next one? Of course, as we are going in the rhythm, I should place it here. If you like, I remember when I started FL Studio, I was really not good at aiming things to perfection and being it all in a straight line and one after another. Basically, I used to like do this, or maybe like when I used to play, is like I was like, no, come on, I just missed. It's okay. You can just click and drag it. If you want to open this rack, the piano rack, or say the piano, you want to open it, just double click it and it will just open your pattern that you just made. Okay, we are making these, but okay, we are placing something and it does sounds good to us. But what are these, like these timestamps we are putting it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9? What are these? Let me tell you. If you take a single, say a single pattern, single, like just a single go, or say single verse, it goes for 4 bars. Let me just show you. If I go to my pattern and if I just open my metronome again and I play it, not that. You see, it did play it 4 times. And at that time when the tempo is 60, that does mean this, that yes, everything is syncing on like something 4. We call these 4 and like 1, 2, 3, we call them bars. So we call this one bar, bar number 1, bar number 2, bar number 3, bar number 4, and bar number 5. Every pattern, you can have pattern like it goes for 2 bars or say 3 bars. But if you see the general scheme is having 4 bars or 2 bars or at least a multiple of 2. Anyways, so I keep removing the pattern I make. It's okay. Okay, I remember we made something like this thing was like Dun, dun. Okay, I can just cut this and remove this by right clicking it, or if I have like this I can just go to its border and drag it. It will make it shorter. Again, I'll just I change my BPM. I'll just get it back to what it was. Okay, so we had this, right? Hmm. To me it does feels little slow, so I'll just change the tempo to 140. That means 140 bpm, 140 beats per minute. That means that yes, we are having 140 beats per minute as compared to 120 bpm that had 120 beats per minute. That does mean okay, if we are fitting 120 things in a minute, and after that we are fitting 140 things in a minute, yeah, we are gonna have speed increased, and that we are making all that like mathematics and uh, making that assumptions and stuff. But really, if you write it down and see right here, it is gonna sound increased in speed or say velocity. If you really want to see the difference, I can play this and I'll just repeatedly increase the bpm. So I have this, I'll just lay this down. I have this. Next, then I have this. Hold on. Sure. So, okay, I can put these things one after another, but like till what extent? I don't know. Like these are 1, 3, 5, 8. These are not seconds. Like it would have been seconds if this was 60, right? Because if we had 60 BPM as my tempo, that meant 60 beats per minute. So every bar would have been like something like us. Like that would have been like yeah, like 2 bars would be something like 2 seconds, something like that would have been perfect to us. We could have related, yeah, that 1 bar is my like, if we are on two, that's 1 second covered. If we are on three, we cover 2 seconds, stuff like that. But we are not on there. We are like 140 bpm. It's not the same right now. Things have gone places. So if we just hover on the bar, we here can see at what timestamp we are. Timestamp basically means at what minute, what second you are right now. Basically where your finger is, or say where your pointer is, where your mouse is. So right now it says 34 seconds. I literally placed my thing like 5 times and I still am just on 34. Man, I need to place it like this is 1 minute. Man, see how many these are. Like these are literally 9. I have to like put 18 of them. That's like a lot of work. I know, like if you are starting musical production, or if you are like in general, if you are like learning something, you do need to put efforts, but not like this. We want to be efficient, right? So if you go on this, like this is the selector tool. It will make your cursor like this, and if you click and do this, click and drag, it will let you select anything. It will let you select a track. Like we have this track 1, track 2, track 3. You can select one single track, two tracks, three tracks, for as much as you want. You can go down, you can go up, you can go right, you can go left. So if I just zoom out, just put your cursor here and zoom in, zoom out. Is that the thing? If I select this, and as usually, if you know stuff about computers, it's like Control C will copy this. Like when I had that selected, right? I did Control C and I did Control V. Yeah, I did something. I don't know what it did. Okay, let me just see. Let me just zoom in. I'll just go with the thing that places things. Yeah, that's what I like to call it too. And as you can see, this thing is selected, but I didn't want it to be there. I want it to be there. So you can just drag it and you can have it as you like. Sometimes it just goes little like ahead, so you can just zoom in and get it back to place. Now if I zoom out, see, that was like literally didn't took a lot of time and effort. And see, as far we are like 2 minutes in. I'll just delete this. I'll just put it once. Okay, I have this. I put it like two times, or like I guess four times does the job. Okay, I do this. If you want to just not go over this and just do it straight away, just click the control button on a keyboard and drag. That will give you the choice to select anything that you want to, any number of tracks, any number of things. So I selected this and I control C, control V and placed it here. Pretty sleek. But also what you can do is, like I have this, I did select this. On your keyboard, press the word, not the word, but press the key shift. And while you are holding the shift button, drag this. It will let you move those components that you had selected in that particular track. Or like say if I had this on track number 4 and I had on something on track 3, if I would have selected this, it would let me do this, like take it anywhere, but just in that particular track. Like if I do this to this, like if I had this here, I want to have it here. I'll just click it and tap it. That is a one way to do it. Or I'll just select it, hold the shift button and drag it. But this will just let me stay in this particular track. If you see, I just left the shift. If I do not leave the shift, I am using my cursor and going up and down, but it isn't going up and down. If I leave the shift, now I can. So when you are holding the shift, it will let you go anywhere in the track. Okay. So let's, now that we know the basics of rhythm and tempo and using the tools, now is the question, now can I make something? Can I make music? Can I make songs? Can I make some beats? Like I want to make something that sounds so fire that my whole school vibes on it, my whole friends, my whole friend circle, everybody is like, dude, that is amazing. That is like the best thing I've ever heard. Yes, you can. Now you know the basics of the rhythm, but now is the part where you need to use your creativity. So we'll start from here. I think it is little bit slow. I'll just make it little faster. I'll just keep the BPM 150. Okay, it does sound good on the notes. Okay, it is fine. It does fits on the sync. I mean, it is on the tempo 150. It doesn't seem like it's not on the sync, or you know, it's like it isn't like it's It's all over the place. No, it's not like that. It's really simple. It's on the beat, it's on the tempo, it's on your metronome. So now that we know the rhythm, as I said earlier, we need to use now our creativity. How? I just had my FL keys right now. If I click right click and if I like go to like replace, it might not be visible on the stream, but if you click on right click, if you right click on this, it will give you many options. And if you go, there's an option of replace, and then you can choose any plugin that this software has. So like I'll just go, I guess. I like this one a lot, Morphine. I remember when I first opened FL Studio, this was the first ever plugin I had opened. Like this was the first plugin I opened because its name just got my eyes, and I was like, okay, Morphine. I know it's Morphine, but I was a kid back then. Anyways, haha. Okay, so like we see what is all this, man. See, it's like when you are doing music production, take help, take ideas from wherever you can. I know some people say, no, that's cheating, that's just copying others. But see, you're not copying others, you're not copying their stuff. You're just taking some knowledge. You are gaining some more knowledge. Like, I personally think knowledge never goes into waste. Like, I remember from like the day I was like, even like 4 to 5 years from that day, I've been like, okay, I need to learn things. I very like learning new things. Like every day I'm just like, let's learn this, let's learn that. And like I always love to have more and more knowledge of anything, even if it's just out of the box for me. I remember when I loaded this, I was like, what is all this? But then yeah, my friend had teach me. I learned this, then I know how to use this. Anyways, if you go to this and if I click this, I just did a left click. It loads so many like these things, like pads and atmosphere, keyboard, strings, leads. I don't even know what these are. And what is all this? What is this transpair? What is this fine? Let me just tell you, okay? Don't worry, it's not even that hard to understand. If I take like anything, like if I have this, transpose is basically say pitch. If I play like B on my keyboard, it plays this. If I keep playing F and sorry, I if I keep playing B, and if I change the transpose a bit, like it's right now it is -24. If I like I do it 0 plus 10, what happens? Just see. So this is basically providing you the methods of changing the pitch by not messing with the pattern. Like I can just put select this and drag this, and this will just do the job too. But the reason of this is if you are using the same pattern on somewhere else, which I'll show you what I mean, it won't mess up the pattern. Like if you want to change the pitch and not mess up with the pattern, if you want to keep it the same, then you can just go to this and change the transpose as your likings. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just stick to what I have right now. And I'll just real quick just go to like something good, like I guess what strings. Just keep hitting one single key, like so you know that what note you are playing. Play that same note. Like if I am playing the B from the start, keep playing it so that you know if I'm playing this note, what does it sound with other effects, other plugins, other sounds. So if I'm playing the B repeatedly, the key B, I mean the button B on the keyboard, And if I here change the plugin, if I go to something like sitar, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing right now. Maybe I little do, but I need something else. Like as you can see, we are starting our music right now. Like we are on the starting phase, so we cannot have something like really metal. We have we need to have an intro, like a nice intro, something sober, something not too much, something not too bad. So let's go to, I guess, leads. That might be little too loud for you guys. I'll just do this. I just sorry, I just did this. I went to this. It opens all your channels. I'll tell you in a bit what these channels are. But this is your master. Like this is the sound of your whole project at once. So if you are lowering this, every single plugin, every single sound, every single sample you used in the project has the volume lower down. So if I want to like, okay, I'm gonna like if you see, I just have a single thing. So yeah, I can lower this, but who knows, in the future I might add something else too. So what I would suggest is go to your channel rack, and you see this, like these already have one, two, three, four. Don't know what those are, but okay. Go to this, bring your mouse to here, and scroll up. As you can see, it just went from master to insert one, or say the first track, first channel. I can go to wherever I want. Like really, I can go maximum to 125. Who is using 125? Seriously, come on. I mean, you can if you want. Like to be honest, I like, if you see one of my biggest projects, I have gone to like 33 to 35 tracks. I do have gone that much on a single track. That's just because the amount of stuff you use and the amount of variations you want to have in your project, or say the variations you want to have in your music. I'll just give this number one. Nothing special. I just added morphine. The first thing I made was morphine on my project, so I just gave it first. So like, if I think that, yeah, this is sounding a bit too much loud, so I can just lower this and the master will remain the same. So if we go back to here and we keep using the B, something. I did like that. Okay, now that I like that, I'll just have that in my hand that I yeah, I like this, so I'll just keep it remembered. Okay, I like you, I'll use you later. Till that, I'll just use what I was searching for. Let's get a lead, I guess. This sounds good to me. Okay, I choose that, but also I remember I had like that one, so I'll just click this plus, add another morphine. As I said, you have the whole freedom to do anything. If you want, you can add thousands of morphines. Okay, I had it somewhere like this, I guess. Where it was. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I like that. I'll just keep it added and not mess with it. I'll just make sure I use that later. Okay, so we have right now this. Okay, I can have this for my whole entire song. That would be like too much basics. You can have like there's no way anybody's gonna be like no you cannot do you can do it, but like we want to be little more than basics, right? So I had this, like I had this. Man, I like that. I want to use it. Okay, so I'll just I guess go here and um I can see those. I can I guess uh, copy these. I guess, or I could just click on this and click on this again. Okay, if I place it where it is, if you see, if I open the uh, pattern, you can see here it is written morphine, and if I see morphine 2, it's the same thing. If I like, okay, I'll do this so you can see the both. This is morphine 1, this is morphine 2. If I want to have like if I do not want the morphine 2 in the starting and I want it to come from fifth bar when the second verse comes in, how will I do that? I lost the freedom, I guess. No, you didn't. What you want to do is cut this. Just you can just right click and click cut, or what you can do is go to any pattern, and as I said, you can just select this and click on delete. It will delete everything that you had made, or at least what you had selected. Okay, I did that. What's next? We're gonna make a new pattern. If you click plus here, we can make a new pattern. I'll not rename it. We can rename it. I guess I'll just rename it pattern. Yeah, I just renamed it pattern. Uh, okay. Whoa, where's my morphine pattern I just made? Where is it? Man, I guess I lost it. No, you didn't. If you click on this, you see the pattern just says, let me just put this here. If I click this, it goes to pattern 1. If I go to this, it goes to, I'll just rename it pattern 2 so that I can see it went to pattern 2. Even it shows here that I've gone to pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2. Okay, okay, okay. So I guess now I can have the thing I was saying, that I do not want this second thing in the starting. I wanted to have from 5. Okay, I can. But I want to have like little much more. If I am have first of all, let me just show you one little tip. If you click on this pattern, like literally any pattern, and go to your channel rack, and you right click, and there's an option to copy, it will just copy your track pattern. So if I click copy, it has copied my pattern that I had selected. So for example, I click on pattern 2 now, and I go to channel rack of pattern 2, and first of all I go here and delete this. I do not want to have this. And if I right click and do paste, it just pasted this for me. If you have a pretty like basic pattern like this, you can always feel free to like wrote it down, or say tap it again and make it again, like if it is basic. But I would suggest just copy paste it, because right now we are having it go for 4 bars. We might have patterns that may go like 16 to 32 to 64 bars. There are projects that have like big patterns. Like right now we have these 4 patterns repeating, right? We have these 4 patterns repeating over and over. Some people have 8, some people have 16. So
Hello?
I did fix it. Yes.
It's been an hour. You're saying.
Say again.
No, I mean like. I mean, can you go on a little faster? Like,
Sure.
thanks.
So as we are here, I put it this. So if you just play this, okay, I have that. Amazing. Now I would just this. I just copy pasted it, or say selected and shifted. Say click the shift and copy pasted it here. Now if I go to my keyboard and click Control and I click the arrow button up, it will go up one octave. If I do down, it go back to one octave down. I can do it as much as I want. So I wanted like when this ends, it goes one octave above. So right now I might need to delete this. So now we have a pattern that goes like 8 bars. Okay. So I might just do this for this too. Let me just, okay, we have this. Pretty sick. So now I want when the second pattern comes in, the flutes to also start. But like, okay, I'll just give it second pattern. Just little lower down the volume too. If I want to like if I want the flutes to like vibe into it, like having a fading effect, we can just click this and click right click on it, and you have an option to create automation clip. If you click right and then click the create automation clip, it will make something like this. If you want, you can click alt and scroll up. It will like expand this for you, and you can do as you're liking. Okay. So I wanted to have automation. Like I made it an automation. This thing is called an automation. But what can I do with it? I wanted to have a fading effect. So what I'll do is, I see this circle here. I'll just lower this down, lower this down. I just right clicked it. Like if I want anywhere to create an automation, I'll just right click it. It will make like this dots kind of stuff, which will just make changes to the automation. And the automation depends on what automation you are using. Like right now I am using automation for volume, so I can have an automation for volume. Okay, I want it to like fade in, so okay, I'll do it from 0, and when it comes to here, I want it back to normal. So I just did this. It's little inaudible, so I guess I'll put a dot here and remove this one, delete. Right clicked on the dot and delete. Okay. I don't want this to be like repeating that way. I wanted this like two lower ones, then lower one. I want the drop to be somewhere here so that the drop comes and then it goes one semitone higher. Okay, so I guess I'll do something like let me just cut this. Oops, not that. Okay. So if you play this right now, okay, nice. I do want to have like some changes in this. So I want it when it goes to here, it has like the something like this. Okay. I'll just keep that and I'll remove this. pretty basic. Okay, but okay, now that we have like the main piano stuff, say the pattern stuff, now we need some like kick, we need snares, we need some hats and stuff, some sound effects. I have some basic sound samples I just downloaded from like Google. There are like tons of different websites. One of the popular ones are like Cymatic, Sample Focus. You can even download like the whole sample pack, which has like literally dozens of sound effects, like thousands of them, and you can use anyone that you like as your preference. Right now, I really prefer like if I like a single sound effect, I'll download it. I like a kick. I saw it on YouTube or sound it on any website. I'll download that and have it here, which you can just do it like go to options. Here you have options. Then there's an option for file settings there, and then it opens a window in which you can select folders. It will let you choose a destination, and like if you have that folder in your desktop or say download or anywhere, just select that. It will load your plugins here. And if it doesn't, go to add, and on the rightmost it has a refresh plugin list. It will just refresh all your plugins and bring your samples here. Then you can use it. Anyways, I want to have like a kick. Okay, I like that. I'll use this. Maybe something else. Nah, I'll use this. Okay, I'll just put it this here. Let's listen to it. Where should I put next kick? Somewhere here. Little bit confusing. I would really suggest when you put a kick, first put on your snare. Let me just put all my first samples here. Okay, I have a kick. I have a snare. I have kind of a snare, and I have a hi hat. So, um, if you see the basics of snares, it's like every half a bar. So if I have it something like this, okay, so the next one will go here, there, and there. I have, I want to lower the volume. You can just do it by double clicking it and then lowering the volume like this. If you see, in generally, everybody has their snares like 50% or 40% volume, but it really depends on what the sample you have and what the way you want it to be. Like in this cake, my cake is really loud. I want to have it like 60% volume or something. So I'll have it this. I'll get my hi hat here and make it like 50%, I guess 40%, 40, 35% volume too. So now that we have the kick snare, I'll make some hats, but before I need to complete my kick pattern. So I'll just do this. Now I can have the hi-hats. I remember what some people do is just put hi-hats like this. They do look cool, but if you want to get a little creative, you can add hats in between, like two hats. Sorry, not snares, two hats, and make it little, extra. But if you like keep it really basic, it sounds like something this. Okay, sounds good, but I really like having little variations and stuff. So I'll Okay, I can do like this. Okay. I had this. If you see the general pattern of snare, it's like. But like you can add some other sounds in between too. Like I like to have it like this. Just load a kick. I have it right here, right? Okay. So as I told later, I mean, as I told earlier, you can just select it and shift click and drag it ahead of it, like I did, so that it's like repeats, but you can have a little bit of variation going on. Okay. I just take the snares and okay. Then I guess we have it this again, something like this. Like we copy paste it again, I guess. I just cut these parts. Something like one this and after this.
क्या चल रहा है guys?
Okay, we have like a basic pattern going on. Okay, so now that we have the kicks, like another thing is like some people like to have it, like, kind of like old school, just having the kicks, snares, some hi hats. That's it. Pretty basic stuff. But if you want to go like little higher, still would consider it basics. You can add like a sub bass or say an A to it. We can like these both are like kind of the same thing, but not really. But yeah, like I have some samples here. I'll just open my channel rack and I just dragged my like A to it sample or say the bass sample I had. I'll just give it a track number 3 and I go, yeah. The first thing you would do is go to this and right click and click on cut itself. What this will do is if I go to the channel rack and if I play, If you see here, we have these things. What is this? This is an envelope. If I do it like this, if you make something like this, delay is 0 and attack time is 0, hold is full, no decay time, no sustain, and no release time. What this will do, if I play a key and if I leave the key, like if I'm playing the, if like I click on C5 and then I remove my mouse, it will stop playing it. But if you want to have like, a fade out effect on it, you can just do something like this. This will do the job for you. You can see when I'll remove the key, it will keep playing it. I really suggest just have everything zero but the hold, and then we can start making some patterns. Okay. Mhm. I want it to like be this. But as I said, if you are making something else, make a new pattern. I'll name it pattern 3, and now I'll make something. Let's have this here. If you click on this, it mutes a track or unmutes the track. Something good. What you can do is like take like click anywhere and make it a small note, like for a small duration. Double click it and it has the option to make it slide. You can see it says slide to F. What this will do is if I play this, this will first play this, and when it comes to here, it will slide the pitch to the key I just placed. Something like this, I guess, seems good to me. I don't know what I made, but yeah, if it sounds good to me, I will use it. Okay, seems decent to me. I'll use it one after another. Let's hear it once more. Also, I'll remove these hi-hats and make a basic one for the starting. Shift and shift. Okay, so I had that, kind of thing making the energy build up. So I'll just do this, I guess. Here. So when it comes from this to 17 bar, when it has the muted or say the deleted kicks, snares, and hats that I make the, like if you see this, I remove the stuff from here on purposely. Okay, I'll make something like what I just did from my. Mhm. Nah, I'll do this here. I'll look at this, add this thing again. I'll do the same with this. I'll look at this. Basically, I'm just repeating the last bits. It doesn't fits to the melody, right? So what I'll do is I'll bring another one of this, and this time I'll automate this. So I'll go here, choose its volume knob, and right click and automate this. It has this automate line. I'll go here and first do this, not just directly doing this, because this will mess all this part too. Anyways, I'll do first this to maintain the same level. You can click and do this so you can see sometimes this happens, so you can just do this. Okay, so I want to have it from this, like it goes till here, something like this. This is for which? Okay, yeah, I had the automation, that's why. um I'll move this. Let that go down, then come back up again, something I guess. Let's see. Just tweaking a little bit with the automation, then I guess we are ready to go and copy paste the, I guess, these again. Again, this comes in. Okay, I want like an outro now, so I'll just copy paste this, shift it, and have it here. And I'll not have any melody here, it will just be like. Okay, something. This is like something basic, like not even basic, not even like very professional or say very expertly made it something. But yeah, that's like literally basic kind of a beat you can make or say you can expect. You can just add little bit of like touches, like having this again. I want to like make this drop with some snare, so I have this. I have a snare. I'll just okay. I'll just do this. Hmm. You can have like a. You can have. Let's do this. Yeah, let's have something like this going. Okay, this is like literally something which is copy pasted it. So we should have a little bit of variation here. What I'll do is I'll go to there and go to master, and we have like some slots here. We have like 10 total slots here. I'll go to the slot, and there's a like a plugin called love filter. If you go to like if you hit the slot, it shows you all the plugins that FL Studio has. So you can have like anything you want. Like if you want to have a reverb, echo, anything, it might not be showing on the stream, but it like somewhere here it has like a love filter that I just added. If you want, you can automate these things. You can choose as your liking what you want to like, what you want to change, like anything. I don't even know what these things do, but you can just go on with the presets. There is a very good preset here that is this self oscillating low pass. Just increase the cut, go to automation clip, and what we will do is when the drop comes, we'll automate this. So on the starting of the drop, it is 100%, then goes to like something like, you know, 20%, then comes back to here. Okay, that is, I guess, too much low, so we'll just increase this little bit. Okay, so now what I'll do is we had these first two tracks of the flute and the like the first melody we made from the morphines. So I'm gonna add a gross beat. It's like if you go to these slots and select a plugin called gross beat, just select it. looks something like this. As I said, you really do not have to. It's really not needed to go really deep into it. You can see for presets. The default preset is like really good too. I just messed it up, right? I'll have to another one. Okay, close speed. Okay, I'll make something like some like something that is like, let's see what we have here. Like, okay, I do like that one. Let's have the same one here. If you go to grow speed and select the same effect I chose here, which one was it? Slow down here. But see, we do not want it like this effect, or say this plugin of grow speed to be on the whole track. So we will automate this too. We can click this knob is like how much percent you really want this gross bit to be attached to your sample, or whatever the things, or say whatever samples or tracks are in this insert 2, the track number 2. So I'll click on this and create another automation clip, and I'll make it such that it starts only here. So I'll make it 0 on the starting, it's 0 2, and when the drop comes, okay, that's nice. Then it goes back to 0. We'll do the same for the first track too. I'll make an automation. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I want something more now. I'll go to the master and add a grow speed that's on the master. That means if I add any plugin, any effect, that will go to the whole project. So I have to be like real careful here. I'll use this saw gate too. It's like one of my favorite plugins. Like if you hear any of my songs, I have it on like 70% of the tracks. First, let's automate this too, because I want it to be somewhere like this ends and this starts. I want it to be like from here. Okay, I do not want it to be on the outro, so I'll right click, add a circle, and say add a point, and left click to reshuffle it where I want to be it. Let's change little in it, and I guess add some, like, I don't know what these are, but okay, let's just use it. If you click on this small circle and like move your mouse up and down, it just modulates it. Didn't mean to click that. I guess we can then. I really not like it's little bit crumbles. I just use. Okay, one of the most appreciated and advised thing I would say: keep your things organized and have your at like always have your automations like below your everything. Like I used to have these automation. Like first I used to have my volume ones, then for my growth speeds. So there I have this, and I'll move these here. I'll move this also, right? Yeah. So the project looks clean, I guess, at least cleaner. And I can do this. Yeah, I can bring back these two. I guess I'll leave one line, one track, say. And I guess it's pretty much done, but we can just have like, we can automate the volume knob on the master and create an automation clip. We have the master volume here, as you can see. We'll automate it like it starts from like, as you can see here, starts from 25%, like, and then goes to like, yeah, 75% or say 78%. And in the end, it does has a fade out and like can have from here. Yeah. Okay, it does seems good, but some sounds are like little cracky, like some are too much loud. Like even I've turned down the volume still, like the snares, like it might be like you might be thinking that the snares, hi hats, like little punchy. What you can do is give them a particular track. For example, I'll just give it a 5 and add Fruity Permatic EQ2. It's a plugin again of FL Studio. Go to the slot 2 and have it. Then you can. What this will do is show you a waveform of that particular sample, or at least the samples you have used in that particular track. For example, right now we are on track number 5. So let's play it and see what things we see here. So as you can see, these are like the low frequencies, like the bassy stuff. These are like the mid frequency, would say, like some like sound effects and vocals and stuff. These are like the high frequencies, like the ones that hi hats and snares have, the really high frequencies. We can little lower this down, I guess. This and not that. I guess this. Some people also like to have like reverbs on their snares. So like I gave this snare a track 5. I can add a reverb here, fruity reverb 2. I can choose a like a preferred preset, but I can just go with the default